So we're back in part 2. Our peace treaty with Frododo just ended. Frododo wants us just to give him this city in exchange for dies. So any per turn deal is usually not very good. So we're not just going to give him the city. We're going to need to get our troops in position. We're going to need a road up, and quickly. We're going to need our troops home. All of them. So this means we won't be able to defend them against Civ, but I think it's really our only recourse. We're not going to give the city away for nothing. That's for sure. Make sure everything's queued up. I think we're going to need some musketmen here. And so he's got his cavalry. That means that our crappy folk here aren't really going to do the job. We can get these guys home. So I want to get my crossbowman in position before he attacks. We can bring some of these horses out of the way. Have our most veteran guys to the front lines here. Move this horseman out of the way. With my cannon, rough terrain bonus. Go and set him up here. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do with that unit. Alright, so in terms of adding to queue, we're going to want a musketman here. Everything else is a-okay. So we just entered the industrial era, which increases the upkeep that all of are increasing the food output of a lot of the tiles that we're working, so that's really good. We have our second route here in case our first route gets cut off. Alright, so I think we'll want to put our next unit into another one of KD's cities just to see what he's up to. I'm very curious as to what he prioritizes and how he plays this game. His city here is pumping 68 science per turn. My own capital is pumping 90 science per turn because I've got to 17 population, so that much is good. If Frodo wants to attack me for no good reason, that's his prerogative. There's nothing I can do about that. So I just got rationalism, so what I'll do is I'll wait until 120, turn 120 to pop my stockpile great scientist. This fine fellow, I think we'll take the rough terrain. Yes. And we'll just bring him off and around over here. Ragusa can probably have a road now. Let's see what tiles it's working. Do I want to repair that? Nah. Could get Oxford online. It gives 3 science per turn and gets me a tech. So the sooner I get it, the more that'll start paying off. I think I'm gonna need another cannon here. No. I will build Himeji Castle. If only because I am on the lead militarily, and I don't think KD is up to anything. He could be. He's got a knight there. But apart from that, I think we're mostly okay. Alhambra, chivalry, diplomacy overview. Kif is in the Renaissance. Both me and Katie are in the industrial. View. He's building a barracks, so he's going to switch over to military unit production soon. I'll just leave this guy on alert. This fine fellow can upgrade himself. You can repair that citadel. Also upgrade. Farm up some more tiles. So it's kind of silly that my units are all over here. Garnier against Frodoto. I think I'll move one guy here to save on upkeep. In terms of tiles worked, every tile that I am working has been improved. I don't want to mine up that last hill. Likewise here, every tile I'm working will soon be improved, and here as well. Alright, so unfortunately my spy just got killed. Almost stole attack. But at least I got to keep tabs on what he was doing in his capital there. Here, gonna get my mud mosques online. That's one thing that I neglected to do in my last LP series. Songhai's unique building is this mud mosque. It's a temple replacement that has no upkeep, so last game I totally neglected to get any of my my faith per turn rolling. Since Frodoto is so intractable, I might have to attack him. I don't want his cities, they'll just make me unhappy, but it doesn't look like he's an agreeable fellow. My literacy is actually below average now. I don't know if people spent their great scientists or I'm actually falling pretty far behind. In terms of what social policies people are taking, Katie opened up rationalism, and I opened up rationalism. But I also sunk 3 policies into commerce, so he'll be able to get through rationalism faster than I will. I do want to open up those 2 policies quickly though. So I need to get my culture per turn up. Hamenji makes 3 culture. So what I'm doing here is going for public schools. As soon as I hit, I guess, turn 121, I'll pop my great scientist to get closer to public schools. And also, let's see. So we'll go here. We don't need gold. We'll get closer to architecture to try for the porcelain tower. And we'll be able to get there a little sooner with our great scientist pop, fueled by 3 universities up and rationalism online. So Helsinki. What's happening in Helsinki? Sweden's unique units both come around the industrial era, and they have 2 of them. So actually, Sweden, I think, is on the verge of getting a very strong army, and there's a good chance that they could turn that army on me. He's also leading by manufactured goods. by quite a considerable amount. Can get our mud mosque up. We already have a monument, and if we build an amphitheater, is the mud mosque a replacement for the amphitheater? Or do I already have it somewhere and I just, oh right, it's a specialist slot. Alright, so we have that stuff up. So this is a bit of overkill. It's a bit of a pissing contest, I guess. I really don't need all of my units there. So Katie is moving his units around, while I move my own around. Not entirely sure what he's up to, but surely if he's scouting around, he can't begrudge me my own scouting. Just finished Temenji Castle, which makes it even more difficult for people to attack me profitably. We can get ourselves a bank. The theater actually is a little more important. We want to stay happy and keep growing. So, we still have the military lead. We're below average in terms of manufactured goods. And that's even with having workshops in all cities and my ironworks online. It's just that I have so few cities, I guess, is the major factor here. So Helsinki here is making 55 hammers per turn. My capital, which has more population and all of these mines, is only making 57 hammers per turn. And my satellite cities are making an absolutely piddling amount of hammers. And so why is it exactly that Katie is pumping, or can pump, so much production? We've got pastures, some mines. I don't know. I really don't know how he gets unit combat class bonus. Okay, so he's got city modifier, religion modifier. I see. So that's one thing that I'm not too familiar with, all of the different bonuses you can get from different religions. So the Swedes have Buddhism, and what does he have for Buddhism? +1 for specialists, +1 for 3 population, and +1 for each follower. Alright, so that's an interesting set of religious beliefs, and I guess that's why he has such strong production. So that's very interesting. He's also accelerating what military units he has now, which is a little concerning. And Frodoto is continuing to parade units here. Let's see if Frodo has any spare luxuries. He does not. Neither do I. So here, get our bank online. Get a Coliseum going. Switch over to production focus for what little good that might do. Right, so the Swedes are developing quite the army. We just got a great scientist there. Let's see where we are in terms of techs. Right. So if we pop a great scientist, we can get into architecture. But we're also building this bank. So maybe we'll pop it when we finish the bank. Keep our horsemen on alert. Make some more for production mines, and we'll stop the video here and see you in what I believe is part 8.